Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're taking a look at a couple more of these Marvel Legends 3 3/4 inch action figures. And I've heard some criticism from various people about the limited articulation on these, but for me, I think they're great because they are a scale that's sort of reasonable and it is compatible with various other toy lines. And I love the retro style packaging as well. So the artwork and everything on these looks fantastic. I think the figures themselves, aside from the limited articulation, look great and very much in keeping with the look of these characters, the traditional look of these characters from the comic books. So we're taking a look at Thor, and again, I think they did a great job on the head sculpt. I really like the look of that helmet too; it has a nice shine to it and everything. Also includes Thor's hammer. So yeah, I think it looks really good. And basically, I believe there's 7 points of articulation on this. Basically, you got a head spin, shoulder articulation. I believe there's a pivot right here at the forearm and then at the hips. So yeah, not great in terms of articulation. I would like it if they would do a line that's 3 3/4 inches in size. With this similar aesthetic to the look of the characters, and then add more articulation, sort of like the vintage collection is for Star Wars. I think it would be cool if they actually did a line like that, but at this point there aren't really any options in terms of the 3 3/4 inch scale, so this is pretty much it. And these are reasonable to collect. They're not very expensive. I think the first wave that I bought, I got for $9.99 a piece at Target. And these ones were a little bit more expensive, more like $12 or $13, but that's inflation. Pretty much every toy line is going up in price, so that's kind of unavoidable. But in terms of the overall look of these, I think this looks great. I also love the look of the cape on this one. This is definitely one of the coolest ones that I've seen. And on the back of the package, you can see a brief write-up here on Thor, and again, the picture of the character right here. And you can see the date on these is 2022. So even though these kind of look like they were done in the 1980s, they're not. They're actually brand new. So very excited to have this one. And the other one we're looking at today is Wolverine. And I really like this too because they also paid attention to his stature in the comic books is quite a bit shorter than other characters. So when you see him standing side by side next to Thor, you can see the Wolverine character is quite a bit shorter. So I kind of like that they did that. A lot of depictions of Wolverine don't really pay attention to the fact that he is sort of like a stocky kind of character. Very capable, obviously, capable of doing a lot of damage. His adamantium skeleton and his healing powers really make him a force to be reckoned with. So I think they did a good job in terms of the head sculpt and the overall detailing on this. I think it looks very great. And he has the claws and everything too. Nothing in terms of accessories on this, but I do like the traditional look of the character that they did here. And the artwork also looks great. On the back of this, you can see a brief write-up on the character as well. And obviously a picture of the character on the back. And I would like to talk about these in the context of the other figures that I have from this line. So I had previously purchased the Loki figure from this line. So it only made sense to pick up Thor to go with it. So again, a great looking pair, basically to have both these characters as a set. I think they look fantastic. So very happy to have both of those. So that's great. And in terms of Wolverine, just put the name Wolverine on the front. They didn't put X-Men, which kind of surprised me because the various other characters from the X-Men all have Uncanny X-Men logo up here in the corner. So it's interesting that they decided to do Wolverine as sort of like standalone character. So as you can see, I've got Storm. I've also got Magneto. And I've got Iceman, all from the X-Men. And again, they all have the X-Men logos on the top. So I'm not exactly sure why they decided to do Wolverine separately, although, there are various versions of Wolverine as a standalone comic book. So he's not just an X-Men character, but it is interesting that they approached it that way. I'm not sure how many of the X-Men I'm actually going to be able to get in this particular format. So I know they've released several other characters, and I may pick those up at some point. But for now, I'm pretty satisfied, with what I've got. And going forward, as they announce more characters, we'll see what we can do in terms of picking up more of these. So, but just wanted to show you these two. Thor and Wolverine. I think they're great additions to the collection, and it's building quite a bit. I've kind of lost count of how many of these I have now. And for now, they're all staying in the package just because I think, just in terms of the overall aesthetic of this, these really are designed to be displayed in the packaging, and I think they look fantastic that way. That's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more reviews of Marvel characters in the future, think about subscribing to the channel because I will be covering more of this stuff in future videos. Until next time, I hope you're having a great day, and thanks for watching.